Hey Blue Table fans, James here with Robbie on the back side of the camera with some Infinity new releases. Let's start off here with some Aleph. This is what I'm actually looking at getting into. As many of you know, I traded off my Hawkislam. I'm currently Infinity Army-less, and Aleph has caught my eye. For starters, we have the Ektramoy here. Looks to be an awesome jump troop. I haven't quite checked out all the stats yet on this one, so I'm not quite sure, because this one, being a single model like this, I don't know that they have like a full unit or anything. Do you know anything about them, Robbie?
I don't follow much on Aleph. But...
On Aleph, okay. The Spec Ops is another new fig. Obviously, all of the factions got a Spec Ops model, and this is the Chandra, and she is awesome. Like I can't wait to get a hold of this model. Yeah, this is one of the ones that actually turned me into or towards Aleph in the first place. So let's take a look on the back side here, show what you get. And these are really awesome. This is something new that Infinity has done. You see you actually have a weapon sprue in there. They give you the 3 different weapon options that you can use for this model, as well as 2 different head options. So you can head over to Infinity, the game's website, and check them out. You can show or see all of the different options painted up on their website. And shortly you'll be able to see them painted up from us. Excuse me. Next up, let's talk about the Mercs here. Obviously the Mercs don't have a full faction by themselves. They're used to kind of supplement the main factions in the game. On the left here we have a Battle Foam exclusive miniature. So if you order a Battle Foam Infinity bag, you get this figure with it. So this is for the Mercs. I know he does have the shock close combat weapon and the chain rifle, which are amazing weapons, by the way.
He's also a jump trooper too, I think, so you can kind of come down behind enemy lines and stuff.
Yep, they do have the jumps, but what level is it though? I can't remember which level they are. I looked them up earlier, and I can't remember. Combat jump. Yeah, it is combat. Okay, and then McMurrow here, mercenary dog warrior, with a massive close combat sword. This guy's awesome. I mean, what else? What is not to love about a cat in a kilt? So, and looking at the model here, you can see size-wise there how much bigger he is than a standard size figure. Just a beautiful sculpt. Infinity does really well, or Corvus Belli rather, with their sculpting. They've got amazing artists on their team. They just come up with just super awesome figures. All right, next up, the Intel Spec Ops from Ariadna. Again, you have 2 different head choices here. You've got a helmeted head with the goggles on here, kind of traditional Ariadna style head, or you have the hooded head with the face mask on there. And at first glance, it kind of reminded me of old comic book, what was his name? Dr. Doom. So with the green cloak there and everything, but yeah, anyway, I digress. So again, you get the extra weapon sprue, the 2 weapon options with him, so you have plenty of choices the way you want to build him. And again, just a beautiful sculpt with these models. And the Spec Ops are a must-have in your army. If you're starting or already playing Infinity, you want to get one of these awesome figs. Next up, the Hawkislam, the Husam Spec Ops. Again, same thing, you've got 2 different head choices and his weapon options as well. And again, this guy is really cool. He kind of looks like a buffed up Ghulam infantry. Not Ghulam, what is the other one? Is it John Bizan? Is that the one that has a little bit heavier armor?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's been too long. I haven't had my Hawkislam. So, but again, you got your weapon sprue in there, and the model is designed to be basically built how you want it. Next up, the Indigo Spec Ops from Panoshenia.
Panoshenia.
Yeah, just never sounds right when I say it. So anyway, now this guy here, when I first saw him, he kind of reminded me of Jean-Claude Van Damme, kind of the old 80s, early 90s movies with the beret on his head. So, but I really like the helmet this guy has. He's got the really cool helmet with the antenna on there. It really fits in the Panoshenia stuff. They've got some awesome looking weapons. I really love the Panoshenia stuff. This was like my second choice behind the Aleph, just because I really like the way their weapons look.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But I like the models better in Aleph, so, you know. All right, we're still going through here. And the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre is another awesome figure. We've done 3 quotes in the last couple of weeks, and every one of them that have been Panosinia have included this character. So he is an amazing sculpt. I really love the Knights models, and it kind of, I don't know, it really brings to me like old world England to the future of Infinity.
Yeah, they always do a really good job with the cloaks and the cloth. Corvus Belli, they do an amazing job sculpting those cloaks. They just look so believable, and they're never just hanging. They're always billowing or flowing in the wind. They just look awesome.
Yeah, they got a lot of action to them. Just beautiful sculpts. All right, on to Combined and the Traytac Spec Ops. Again, you got your 2 heads, you got your weapon options. He's got this really awesome looking axe. You really can't tell from this picture. Let's see if we can take a look on the back. Oh, we're not gonna be able to see it there. Should we open it up?
Yeah, why don't we?
Let's do it. Maybe. If it lets us in. Nope, now we gotta open the bag. Awesome, there it is. That axe is really brutal looking. There's the 2 heads. I don't know if you can see the difference in the detail there. It's really hard to tell on these. It almost looks like the same head with just like a face mask on it. Let's see here. Let's see the picture here. And actually that's what it is. It's the same head with a face mask. Yay, I was right. Awesome. So there's the figure here, beautifully armored, beautifully sculpted model. He's not just standing around, he's in an action pose, ready to cleave his axe through somebody. So another thing you'll notice too is he's got the rounded sockets. Infinity is really awesome about that, so it allows for some posability. Even though you're putting together a metal model, you can kind of repose it and put it on there however you want. So you could have it like he's already swung through, or you could have it maybe he's about to come up with it, or you know, you could bring it up a little bit. You'd have to do a little bit of conversion there, but that's what we're good at. Convert it up there so he's got it raised up high, something like that. And they're really not that bad to convert. Even though they're metal models, with the ball socket joints, it really makes them a lot easier to pose. So let's move him off to the side here, make sure we don't lose anything. I'm gonna come up with some nomads here. And the Vortex. And he's probably one of my favorites for the Spec Ops just because I love that helmet. That helmet is so cool. Kind of reminds me of a Mass Effect a little bit. Flip him over here. You can take a look at him. Again, just beautiful pose, the ball socket joint. Just amazing sculpt. And you'll notice there are some flashing and stuff on the extra piece, on the mold, but on the model itself, they're really clean. They're really crisp, and when you go to clean these models, when you put them together yourself, they're really not that bad to clean. They don't have a lot of really bad mold lines. So that's the Vortex. Next up, I am not even going to pretend to know how to pronounce this. Any idea?
I think it's Gui Fang.
Gui Fang?
Yeah. For
Yu Ching. Again, your 2 heads. I do like the helmetless head. It's got a lot of character to it. Looks like he's about ready to open up with some kung fu on somebody. Yeah. Even the pose, like he's ready to strike. So again, Yu Ching's got some beautiful weapons. I love the way their guns look. And last but not least is the Yoshi. So these are the new bots that you get. And let's take a look. I can't just leave it at that. Let me in. All right. Oh wow, look at that. So you have your legs here. Again, you got the ball socket joints, so they're gonna meet up like that. Just kind of cross over, and then the body is gonna fit up on top of that. Let's see, I'm not sure which one's quite the front, but I'm gonna set up something like that. So it's a pretty good size. It's not too big, not too small. And one thing that is really interesting about Infinity models is the legs actually extend out past the base. So instead of giving you just a bigger base, I don't know if you can see that very well, but they've got this added little piece that you can really tell in the picture there that just adds, it's in the back on these actually, it just adds a little bit of extra to the base, so you don't have to have that much of a bigger base just to get them on there. And they do that a lot with their tags, and I think there's actually a couple of models that they do that as well, that they extend it out where they're really got a wide stance. So these are all your little options on the inside. Now when it comes to your tags, we do suggest that you magnetize, because in most cases, if you look in the boxes, in this case you have the Spitfire and you have the Mark 12 heavy flamethrower. So there's only two options, so you could build them one of two ways, but in a lot of cases you're going to get the box set and it'll be able to build 3 or 4 different weapon options. So then if you magnetize them out, you can build whatever you want. So definitely worth getting that way. And of course they do come with the awesome little tokens and stuff that you can use in the meantime while you're saving up to get the even better ones from Micromark. So awesome. So these are the new releases from Infinity and Corvus Belli. Hopefully you guys got some inspiration from these, because I know I have.